The Fever beat the Phoenix Mercury in probably the most satisfying win of the season. I can't lie. I went into this game, I did not predict a win. I didn't. However, the Indiana Fever are never a team that I can ever count out. I mean, this season, everybody can beat everybody, but I will say the Indiana Fever have beat the #1 seed, and that was when they beat the New York Liberty. They have also beat the Minnesota Lynx. Now, granted, it was the Commissioner's Cup, but they still beat the team. And now they have beat the #3 seed team. And the craziest thing is they did it without Caitlin Clark. They did it without Kelsey Mitchell, who has been just balling and putting all the points on her back for the last few games. Kelsey Mitchell was in foul trouble a lot. She was not in a lot. I don't know if there's like something a little bit going on with like maybe the groin issue, or, she went down a few times in the last game. She might be a little sore. But she was also in foul trouble. But this was a big team win. Arya McDonald put down a career high of 27 points. I was really hoping she'd get that 30 piece, but she was 3 points shy. She also had 4 assists. Now, she did also have 4 turnovers, but I gotta say, I like Arya as a shooting guard better than I do as a point guard. But she did have this real nice, bullet assist.
McDonald bounces inside. It's a cutting Howard with the reverse.
And okay, so if you haven't watched the game, just don't pay attention to the first quarter, because the first quarter was real boring and it did not signify what the game ended up looking like. The Fever finally played a fast-paced game. They have Bibby on the team, which honestly makes a big difference in spacing out the floor. Damiris Dantas also doing a similar thing, but Damiris Dantas, oh my gosh, she was in 10 minutes and she put down 12 points. And she has the most butter fadeaway. Definitely compares to Napheesa Collier.
Dantas pushed way outside. Dantas battling, spins, fades, fires, and hits.
It's crazy though, because when I think about this game and I think about who I want to give a shout out to, I keep thinking of more people to give a shout out to, because this was a big team win. Like, everybody contributed. Lexi contributed, especially defensively. Like, when she came in, the lead started shrinking because, again, the first quarter was ugly. The Fever were down by at least 10 points. Lexi came in the second quarter. Everything kind of started shifting. Spark plug after spark plug. Ari is a spark plug. Lexi was a spark plug. Chloe Bibby went in and she did what they brought her to do. She immediately took a pull-up 3, and later on she spot up, sunk a 3. She ended up coming away with 10 points for the night. She was also impactful defensively, coming away with a steal. AB was just great, especially in that fourth quarter. She went to work. She came away, of course, with a double-double, over a 20 piece with 22 points and 12 rebounds. And she was not making it easy on AT. I was so nervous that AB would be in foul trouble with Alyssa Thomas, because Alyssa Thomas, she's a very physical player. But AB had an answer. Natasha Howard, she was also very good defensively. She didn't put down the most points. She came away with 6 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks. So she stuffed the stat sheet. And again, defensively, very impactful. Now, she had a pretty, her last game wasn't a great game. She had mentioned she was having issues with her body, but she has been anchoring this defense, and her field goal percentage is actually very, very high. And everyone is entitled to their off games, which brings me to Kelsey Mitchell, who did come away with, what was it? 8 points. She shot 3 for 10, and I just have to say, it was not Kelsey Mitchell's night. She was in foul trouble, but this team, everybody else stepped it up. And honestly, I don't know that I've ever seen as many fouls called for the Fever as I have in this game. And AB, doesn't have a great whistle. She got to the free throw line so many times. Alyssa Thomas was just constantly complaining. And at the same time, Caitlin Clark is pretty much hyping up the crowd. And then a little bit later, you see DeWanna Bonner complaining to the refs. The irony that DeWanna Bonner was complaining to the refs after leaving a team that was never getting a call is not lost on me. This was a very gratifying win for a lot of people that felt very crossed by DeWanna Bonner, and not surprisingly, she was booed pretty much every time she checked in the game. I did see this graphic made, DeWinners, or DeWinner, and right here, Caitlin Clark just looks pretty happy about something that happened. And I don't know if you've watched any of my videos in the past about the Mercury admin, but the Mercury admin have kind of been using the DeWanna Bonner situation to kind of troll the Indiana Fever. And it looks like the Indiana Fever might be trolling the Mercury admin back in this video, where you see Ari just like in total celebration as Alyssa Thomas is doing the thing that she kind of did the whole game and just kind of walking off and not very happy. I did hear that Alyssa Thomas was kind of like clapping back at fans in the arena. I don't know about that. If you guys know about that, let me know what was said in the comments. I'm sure after I make this video, I will probably see it somewhere. But I have to say, this could possibly be the best offensive game that I've actually seen the Fever play as a cohesive team. I am seeing cohesion. They were really fun to watch from the second quarter on. Well, very, very much in that second quarter, where they dropped 35 points. And again, every single player, Lexi came out with a steal. Demiris Dantas showed up. She brought that 35-point game into America finally. Ari with a season high. I mean, the Indiana Fever scoring 107 was a season high. They dropped 100 points, over 100 points on the number 3 seed. Sid Colson shot from beyond the perimeter. Sid Colson looked great out there.
Colson left wide open and makes Phoenix pay.
Bibby being out there gives them some floor spacing, and it also gives AB some room to work in the paint. And I'm just seeing all these role players actually stepping up and making the Indiana Fever like an actual team. And there's not one star on the court today that took it home. Wait, I take that back. AB is one. But my point is that this was a team win. This was a big dub. This was probably the best offensive game that I've seen them play without Caitlin Clark. And the team is showing a lot of promise. And I am telling you, Caitlin Clark gets back. I mean, I'm just predicting. This is me just like saying anything right now. But I'm predicting Caitlin Clark will be back within 2 weeks. And she will come back to a very sharpened, honed Indiana Fever. And to those people at ESPN that were predicting that the Indiana Fever will be trading Demiris Dantas, that was funny.
I mean, just a hell of a job. Y'all, that was a big win. Okay? That was a big win. We stacked today. Right? We stacked today. We got to continue to stack. Okay? We ain't got no room for sliding back. Okay? We no room for slippage. Every day there's a sense of urgency. Okay? I was proud of you guys, the way with offensive and defensive substitutions, being ready to go with that. Everybody who came in made an impact. We had 5 in double figures, damn near 7. Damn near 7. That's really, really good, y'all. I'm proud of you guys. I'm proud of you.
Together, 3, 1, 2, 3. Together.